Alright, so today I'm actually going to demonstrate how I make my veggie shakes. This is an item that I make for the dogs that they really love. It's got quite a lot of things that I don't give them every day. It's got yogurt, we use cottage cheese, I use quite a lot of vegetables, so today I'm using celery, carrots, I'm going to use a little bit of pumpkin and a little bit of avocado. We don't use a lot of avocado because too much of that can really upset the dog's stomach, but a little bit has the omega-3 fatty acids there. So with that, I use apple cider vinegar, which is great for dogs, especially dogs like our little French Bulldog Ollie, who has quite a lot of issues with his immune system. So we try to give him the things that really help boost his immune system, like vitamin C and zinc. And your apple cider vinegar actually is a really natural antioxidant that is good for people too. So we use a little bit of that. I kind of use, for a base, I tend to use kale or a leafy green vegetable. Today I'm going to actually use a little bit of spinach, which also has quite a bit of antioxidants in it. So I'm using a blender to make this instead of a food processor. So I do like to cut things up so that my blender doesn't have to work too hard. So we do spinach, and I actually use some parsley in this, which is great for people and dogs as well. Helps get their breath a little bit fresher. So fresh parsley. I'm going to go ahead and take some of my yogurt here, and I use probably about a cup of yogurt. I don't really do exact measurements because I'm really going for consistency more than anything with this. I'm going to use what I have left of my cottage cheese. Then I'm going to actually go ahead and just start adding these veggies. And the dogs can smell this stuff, so they're waiting by thinking that they're going to get some. You can do the veggie mix as a meal because it doesn't have any meat at all. So if you kind of want to give your animals a little break from the meat, you can do one meal of just veggies. The dogs love vegetable. Our dogs do anyway. And the veggie cubes are a nice alternative to doing a meal in itself. You can use them for treats. So I'm going to blend this up. I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar to that. And I use about a cup or half a cup to a cup of apple cider vinegar. While that's blending up, I'm going to go ahead and add my pumpkin and my avocado. And I actually add a couple of raw eggs to this. Go ahead and use a little bit of shell because the shell from the eggs has quite a lot of calcium. So I put some shells that are already washed and broken up in there. And again, I'm going more for consistency than anything else with this veggie shake. I want it to have a nice mushy puree quality. I think that'll do it. And I actually have a tray here for my veggie mix. So you can serve this one of two ways. You can either just serve it as a meal, as I said before. If you choose this service with Natural Carnivore, we actually make it into the cubes, freeze the cubes, and then deliver it with your frozen meat. So all you have to do is pop these in your freezer, and you can pop out a couple of cubes at a time and give it to your dog as a treat, or if you want to use it as a meal, you can take out 3 or 4 and defrost them in your refrigerator. So there's a tray You can see that's just kind of a mushy consistency, and I've actually already got a tray that's frozen here that you can see. So this would be a frozen, this actually has sweet potato in it instead of carrots. And I'll show you how easy this is. Get one out of here. Sometimes it's easier said than done here. Actually, usually just dump a couple of these out. But I'll show you how the dogs treat these. Sissy.